Architectural Builders Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Hi, it's Richard. We're talking about an ND lock.
Yeah, I've got the ND series lock that I'm kind of swapping doors so I can put the lock I just bought. I'm going to be buying from you on another door. So the door I'm having trouble is the main entry door to the office, and it's just the cylinder is just trashed in it. So I'm trying to just swap identical ND series lock from the break room over to the main office so I can just have something there until I can. Actually, I was going to permanently swap it so I could buy another ND series lock from you. But I'm having one heck of a time. I get the exterior latch assembly put in. I put the interior trim on, put in the two screws, through bolts. Put on I snug up the castle nut, and then I go to put another interior piece on with its trim, but I cannot get that interior latch to latch. It's just missing it by a smidgen. And I can't tighten that castle nut anymore. I can't seem to snug it up anymore. So it's got teeth on it, and I got that pretty snug. So what is it that I'm doing that I can't get the interior, I can't get the lock assembly any tighter in to get the interior lever set to latch. Just does not want to latch. And I have the same trouble on the lever.
The lever
where it's got to
actually seat down far enough so the tab sticks inside of it and holds it on.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tightening up the lock ain't going to do anything to fix that. It just won't, because the interior half and the lever sticking on it, those are two.
Yeah.
They just go together. So it's a problem of where they machine the inside receiver for the spring-loaded tab. Once in a while, you get one that's just too far away. So what I do is you got to take the lever off, make sure it's clean inside of there with a shop towel. Make sure nothing's in there. Make sure the tab is good and that it's actually still spring-loaded. If you break the tab, if the spring is actually broken and the tab doesn't go in and out via spring bias,
no,
it'll actually
I'm good
never
that.
grab. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good that way.
Okay. So what I do, I always have a block of wood and a rubber mallet, and that is literally sometimes what it comes down to.
Okay, and what am I smacking?
Lever. You're
tap
the inside lever to get it over
okay.
the top.
I see. Well, I didn't think about beating on it, but I don't usually do that with locks, but I guess that's what I'm going to have to do with this one, because I can't. You're saying tightening the castle nut's not going to give me any more.
No, it's got nothing to do with it.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll do some bumping and see if I can put the thing together for a little bit.
And if not, bring it over here. You're coming by, bring it when you come.
And I can do that. All right, I guess UPS is doing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, Richard. Okay, I'll do a little more wrestle and see if I can get it to work. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. So what's important to know here is that the client continued to say ND series. They don't have an ND series. I just didn't correct him. And the images that you see here are of the ND series, but the client actually has the AL series. And how I know that is the client is saying castle nut. The ND series does not incorporate the castle nut. It was the AL, and now the AL has the castle nut. I don't know if its replacement, the ALX, does. But let's take a look. I want to show you where the supporting document is. So if you find Schlage anywhere on the site or under manufacturers, you can get to the manufacturer's page, and on that page is going to be a link to the service manual. Service manual. You want to fire that up, and it's a 1,000+ page document. The ND series, and I believe this is fairly complete. I try to keep it complete. Let's do a control function for, let's type in AL53. I'll pause this video while it's searching. The document's so large. Okay, so it's come back with some results. Let's look at this. Okay, so here's the castle nut. The castle nut is part number 9. We're looking at the interior. It's the interior that he has the trouble with. So the AL series features the castle nut, which is part number 9. They literally call it a castle nut. Okay, what the client's trying to do is tighten them to be able to get the lever to seat over the spring biased tab that's right here. So tightening that castle nut doesn't change the relationship between, here, when this is on the door. So what the client's problem could be, there's a number of things. Sometimes you do need to tap it down. I'm assuming the client hasn't changed the position of the chassis, part 55. Yeah, chassis. I'm assuming they've not changed the orientation of the chassis within the thickness of the door. Because if they have the door, they've got the door, and then they've got the chassis, but what they've done is they've played with the spring or the castle nuts to the point where now the chassis is not in the center of the door. Because you can, if he's loosened this side, he's pulling, or he's tightened it, he's pulled it further in, he may not be able to get, because the center line of the chassis isn't far enough in the center of the door, you may not be able to get that down. So generally tapping on it works with a mallet, a block of wood. If that doesn't work, inspect the spring on the tab. If the spring is broken, it will never seat and stay captured. If that doesn't work, then what you've got to do most likely is rebalance the lock by removing the exterior, loosening up the castle nut here, letting the chassis go towards the other side of the door, then tightening it that way. That should be the answer to the problem. But clients generally never change anything over here. They'll remove, the client clearly removed the lever because he was working on the cylinder, but to go further and remove the outside rose to manipulate the castle nut, probably hasn't done that, which is why I haven't mentioned it to him. It's probably just needing to tap on it. But if he comes in, I will give him the full review of how this works. Thank you.
Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.